Welcome to our comprehensive overview of the 10 exciting initial public offerings, IPOs, that are set to make waves in the Indian financial landscape in the coming months. In this video, we'll delve into the details of each IPO, providing you with an in-depth understanding of the companies, their offerings, and the potential impact they might have on the market. So, without further ado, let's embark on this journey through the world of IPOs. This is the first company on our list, ITC Hotels. ITC, a prominent conglomerate in India, announced plans to take its hotel business public through an IPO. This strategic move comes after the demerger of its hotel division. The IPO for ITC Hotels is anticipated to occur in 2024. Notable properties under ITC Hotels include the luxurious ITC Moria in New Delhi, the elegant ITC Nirmada in Ahmedabad, and the serene ITC Grand Bharat Retreat in Gurugram, among many others. According to a report by Mint, the board of ITC has given its approval to separately list the hotel business on stock exchanges within 15 months, thus setting the stage for a significant debut in the market. Now, moving on to the second company on our list, Tata Technologies. Tata Motors subsidiary, Tata Technologies, is gearing up for a momentous IPO. The company filed the draft prospectus with the market regulator SEBI on March 10th, and regulatory approval was secured in June. The IPO primarily consists of a pure offer for sale, OFS, of up to 95.71 million shares. Tata Motors plans to offer up to 81.13 million shares. Alpha TC Holdings PT intends to offer up to 9.72 million shares, and Tata Capital Growth Fund I aims to offer up to 4.86 million shares. This IPO holds significance as it marks the first Tata Group company to go public in India since Tata Consultancy Services in 2004. As per reports, Tata Technologies IPO may be launched as soon as this month, making it a highly anticipated debut in the financial market. And now, let's turn our attention to the third company, OYO Rooms. OYO, a hospitality company that has faced several challenges and delays in its IPO plans, refiled its draft red herring prospectus, DRHP, with SEBI in March of this year, utilizing the new pre-filing route. The issue size for the company's public listing has been reduced by nearly half and is now estimated to be between $400 million to $600 million. Notably, all of these funds will be raised through a primary issuance. This IPO is particularly noteworthy because, unlike the traditional IPO route where companies are required to launch their IPO within 12 months of SEBI approval, the pre-filing route offers a more flexible window of 18 months from SEBI's final comments. The rationale behind this approach is to navigate the volatility in global and Indian markets. OYO is considering a launch around Diwali this year, representing a significant development in the IPO landscape. Next up, we have the fourth company, Ola Electric. Ola Electric, a major player in the electric vehicle space, is poised to make a substantial move by filing regulatory papers for its IPO worth up to $700 million before the end of October. This company, backed by prominent investors including Singapore's Temasek and Japan's SoftBank, had recently been valued at a substantial $5.4 billion during a fundraising round. The IPO, slated for early 2024, has the potential to become one of India's most significant IPOs in the automotive sector. To expedite the process, Ola Electric is prioritizing discussions with external advisors, including investment banking units of prominent Indian banks like Kotak and ICICI, as well as international banks like Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. Roadshows for the IPO are tentatively scheduled for early January or February. The development of Ola Electric's IPO is eagerly awaited in the financial world due to its potential to reshape the electric vehicle industry in India. Now, let's dive into the fifth company, Swiggy. Swiggy, a leading food delivery company in India, is preparing to enter the stock market, following in the footsteps of its rival Zomato. The SoftBank-backed food delivery giant had initially paused its IPO plans due to market conditions, which had dampened investor sentiment. However, as both global and Indian markets rebounded, Swiggy has resumed preparations for its IPO. Swiggy's valuation is currently being assessed through discussions with bankers. The IPO is expected to take place between July and September 2024. This development is closely monitored as it signifies Swiggy's determination to join the ranks of publicly traded companies and compete in the dynamic food delivery industry. Moving on to the sixth company, Byju's Aakash. Byju's, a prominent edtech company, is planning to launch the IPO of its subsidiary, Aakash Education Services Limited, by the middle of the next year. The announcement came in June, with the company projecting impressive financial figures. Aakash Education Services Limited, AESL, is expected to report revenues of 4,000 rupees crore and an EBITDA, operational profit, of 900 rupees crore in the fiscal year 2023 to 24. Byju's had acquired Aakash for about $950 million in April 2021, marking a significant strategic move. The IPO has received official sanction from the board of Byju's, making it a noteworthy development in the edtech sector. Now, let's explore the seventh company. Tata Play, formerly known as Tata Sky, is another Tata Group company that is expected to go public in the near future. The company has already received a green light from SEBI to proceed with the IPO. However, the timeline and details of the IPO remain uncertain. In July of this year, a Bloomberg report mentioned that Tata Group was contemplating an offer to buy back a stake in its entertainment content distribution platform Tata Play from Temasek Holdings. This was seen as a possible factor that could influence the IPO schedule. Tata Group is assessing whether to delay the planned Tata Play listing due to market conditions. Nevertheless, if discussions between Tata Group and Temasek continue as planned, Tata Play could opt for a listing soon, potentially reshaping the media and entertainment sector. Let's now delve into the eighth company, Mobikwik. Gurugram-based payment service provider Mobikwik has indicated its intention to file for an IPO within the next 12 to 18 months. Upasana Taku, chairperson, co-founder, and COO of the company, mentioned this plan in March of this year. Mobikwik had previously obtained SEBI approval for its Rs 1,900 crore IPO, comprising a fresh issue of Rs 1,500 crore and an offer for sale, OFS, of 400 rupees crore. However, the IPO plans were put on hold following concerns stemming from the lackluster performance of Paytm's IPO, which was valued at $20 billion. Now, Mobikwik is gearing up for a renewed IPO attempt, albeit with a more modest offering. This decision is partially attributed to the challenging IPO climate in the tech industry. Moving on to the ninth company, Tata Sons. Tata Sons, the apex holding company of the Tata Group, is on the verge of becoming one of India's largest IPOs to date. This development emerged after Tata Sons received classification as an upper layer NBFC, non-banking financial company, by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI. As a result, Tata Sons is obligated to prepare for its share listing on or before September 2025. This implies that the IPO may be rolled out in 2024 or, at the latest, extended until 2025. Tata Sons' IPO is closely watched as it could significantly impact the financial landscape and the Tata Group's future endeavors. And finally, let's conclude our journey with the 10th company, MamaEarth. In August of this year, Gurgaon-based MamaEarth's parent company, Hanesa Consumer Ltd., received the green light from SEBI for its IPO. Hanesa Consumer Ltd. had previously filed its draft red herring prospectus with the market regulator in December 2022. The IPO includes the issuance of fresh shares worth 400 rupees crore, in addition to an offer for sale, OFS, component for 46.82 million shares. The OFS will see some stakeholders partially selling their stakes, including founders Varun and Ghazal Alug, investors such as Safina, Fireside Ventures, Evolvance India, and notable angel investors like Snapdeal founders Kunal Bal and Rohit Bansal, Rishabh Mariwala of FMCG giant Marico, and actor Shilpa Shetty-Kundra. Interestingly, the venture capital firm is not selling its shares in the proposed IPO. As per the offer document, Hanesa Consumer reported revenue from operations of 722.73 rupees crore during April-September 2022, with a profit of 3.67 rupees crore. This compares to 943.46 rupees crore in operational revenue for the year ended March 31, 2022, on a net profit of 14.43 rupees crore. While no strict timeline has been put in place or announced yet, the IPO is anticipated to take place in the upcoming year. This development is closely monitored as it signifies MamaEarth's journey towards the public markets and its potential impact on the consumer goods industry. As we conclude our exploration of these 10 remarkable IPOs, we hope this detailed overview has provided you with valuable insights into the upcoming opportunities and developments in the Indian financial landscape. Keep an eye on these companies as they make their way into the stock market, potentially reshaping industries and influencing market dynamics. Thank you for joining us on this informative journey, and stay tuned for more updates on the world of finance.